So burnout, we all know it. We all know the signs. We all know the overwhelm that comes with too much work and not enough downtime. And for me personally, I know a time in my life where I was just insanely needing help with just fixing myself and getting myself into order in terms of not overworking myself, not bending over backwards, working for no reason, absolutely no reason at all, except for the fact that I convinced myself that I needed to work. I made the occupation that I had at the time be my be-all, end-all in terms of validating that I had value and I was needed and I contributed to some extent, to a large extent, to the organization as a whole. That gave me a sense of identity. And with that being said, I just dived deep into just throwing myself into the service of just working copious amount. I would spend 12, 16-hour days. I remember even this one time where I worked overnight, literally at my desk, at the computer, working, went out, took a shower at the offices and came back to work. Then a full-on shift of that day after, like nothing was wrong. Like, for me, when I look back to that time, I worked a bit of a backstory. I worked in the hospitality industry for a corporate hotel, international hotel, and I worked in revenue generation, and that was my role. So looking back at that time, that was a cry for help. I don't know a time in my life where I have said to myself something is beyond what I could carry. I've always been the donkey that can carry everything, that can carry anything, and takes on other people's burdens for them so that I could feel needed, I guess, and I could feel like I'm of service and doing things in the world. So that's always been something that I've carried, which I have done a lot of work and still continue to do a lot of work in order to get rid of that narrative and that story that I had made up of who I am that no longer serves me now. But when I look back at that time, there was no sort of inkling within me to say, this is not normal. This is not something that should be happening. People were telling me left, right, and center. I remember one of the evenings I was working late, and the executive chef at the hotel, literally, I'm not kidding you, I have a picture of this. She literally came in, put me on her shoulder and carried me out of the hotel and said I must go because I was just working nonstop and I didn't know where to stop. And I feel sorry for that girl. I feel very, very sorry for the fact that she didn't know where to stop. She didn't know how to be without having to work to prove that she is a good person, a person that loves what she does, and a person that is worthy of other people saying that she's doing a good job. And that's where self-care comes in this thing of burnout. Yes, we have stressful jobs. Yes, they are demanding. Yes, we want to climb the corporate ladder. And yes, we want to be recognized for our contribution into the work world and into the workplace and for us to reap the rewards of that. But when that is done from a place of just need, from a place of pure insanity, like I was doing, of pure just seeking validation and seeking, well, no, I wouldn't call it attention, but yes, now that I look at it, it was some sort of low-key seeking of attention. And that isn't a life. It isn't a life at all. One thing that I'm learning as I continue to grow in my spiritual journey is the importance of balance and walking the middle path, of not being too much on one side of something and not being aware of what's going on the other side. Because when you look at life is duality. By that I mean it seems as if there's opposites, and it seems as if there is a balancing act that we get here and we don't have a clue as to how it works, and we're here to learn how to balance that. And when we concentrate on one side of what it is that we're looking to get in life, which is the tangible stuff, which is the accolades, which is the money coming in, the nice cars, all of that is good. All of that we are wholeheartedly urged on by the universe to get. But when we now don't take care of the other side, which is our emotions, which is our mental, which is our bodies, that is the fundamental part which we need to take care of in order to show up better in the world so that we can get what we need to get in the world better. But if those particular points are not taken care of, if they are lacking and we are not in sync on that side, everything else that we get in the world is only going to be temporary. It's only going to be 2 steps forward, 3 steps back sort of movement of trying to do in the world, but not really doing and getting as much as we need to or at a pace that we should be getting, because the first order of the day and the first priority, which is the inner work, the emotional sort of repairs that we need to do within ourselves, the mental sort of repairs that we need to do on ourselves, and the physical repairs that we need to do for our bodies on a day-to-day basis is not being taken care of. And that's why I think the Bible emphasizes so much that you have to seek first the kingdom of God before, and all the other things will be added onto you. And according to what I believe, the kingdom of God is not somewhere far away. It's not somewhere where you get to go when you die, but it's a place in your own consciousness and your own understanding that you cultivate and stem from. And take action from in the world so that the best happens for you. That is a place of peace. That is a place of knowing who you are. That is a place of forgiveness for things that happen within yourself and to others. It's this place of self-compassion and always seeking to do the highest good in any situations. So when those things are in order and when that is in balance, we have a better state of being within ourselves to go out and get what we need to get. So that's where the balance between self-care and showing up in the world really comes through and is the most important thing that you can ever do for yourself if you want to be that person that does well in the world. Burning yourself out will not get you what you need. Doing, and overexerting yourself in your doing will get you what you need to get. But honing in and developing a state within yourself that is conducive for being in the world and taking action from a place of ease, from a place of flow, from a place of grace, that is the sort of energy we want to cultivate within ourselves. And that which brings out prosperity and abundance tenfolds, basically, in the world. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. Please let me know if there is anything that resonates with you from what I've just said to you now. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.